is Tina here on today of Thursday, December 11th. 11 days, guys, into December. And if you're with me, if you've joined the 30-day program that I have created for myself, yes. If you've joined me, let me I'm there. uh, yeah, you can join at your own pace and go at your own pace, do the steps and guides and then actions at your own pace. You can combine days. That's what I've been doing. Each day to me seems like a great building block upon each other. Like they go together. So when you learn um, like the activity for one day and then you come upon another day, you can combine those like Legos, like building blocks. So that's what I've been doing. Oops. When I talk about my program, I mean to have on the screen this. Okay. All right. So this is what I meant to have on the screen. Um, I'm talking about my program because this is what you'll see. Excuse me. All right. This is what I mean to put up when I'm talking about movies and shows. Okay. So I did get a couple of stitching done while I was watching Jingle All the Way with Arnold. I was reminded that Jingle All the Way is available, and I figured, hey, I'll go ahead and watch that. And while I'm watching that, I'll get a couple of stitches done on my uh, double layered uh, ribbon yarn scarf that I'm making. So as I was doing that, I like watched the movie from beginning to end, and I was like, why is Arnold working during a Christmas party when he been off and at the karate presentation? I didn't see any reason for him to do that. I was like, is that his company that he's working for? Entrepreneur, and he just don't know how to take off. Like he need the money. Like I'm like he looking like he making money. He looking like he making money. So why for come? I was trying to find the vocabulary what Anna was doing, and the vocabulary word for Arnold is delegate, delegate. Cause I see a few places he could have delegated some duties. delegate, and perhaps prioritize, perhaps like schedule himself into the thing because he more work. I mean, that work supposed to be helping you do like that work supposed to be helping you your life, right? Like it's supposed to be, so you can live comfortably, like. uh, so I was thinking perhaps prioritize is something up in there and delegate. I see somewhere he could have delegated some duties and to prioritize getting that gift on time. Uh, um, they were having a swing party. I was like, hey, they was doing it up. They was called kicking up, letting your feet what kick your feet up type of party. They were having so much fun. Look like, and I know letting them making final sales. I guess to appease the customers. I guess for the holidays because there was some returns that was being done, some returns and some replacements before the holidays. So he was getting that done. So I guess he was making the customers happy at that same time. He was making his son happy, which was making the wife unhappy. And so as the movie goes along, the party, and then he goes into I don't see no cars in the driveway. I don't see no cars in the parking lot. Um, and he was able to get in there and go to the thing. I was like, they still gonna be there? I don't know. And then I was like, and the doors unlocked. That looked like a situation where the door needed to be locked, Lord. But so then he make it home, and wife say, "Don't tell me that wasn't my karate class. That wasn't my karate class. You missed." Like, so he was like, "I know." And then so he went to the son, Jamie, and then Jamie was like, "I'm tired of talking to you. Like, you gone from here, little dude." Like, Jamie went to his room, and Arnold followed him, and he was like, "JB, can I come in?" And I was like, "Dude, you already in." And so he was in there and trying to talk to Jamie. He Jamie belt and was like, "How you wear it? And do you wear it like this? Do you wear it like that?" He put it on their head. Then he tossed it down on the ground. I mean, not he ain't tossed it down on the ground. He tossed it on the bed. And I was like, "Dude, come on, the disrespect." And so um he drawn a picture. He was continuing on a picture of him and his daddy, and his daddy was like, "What do you want? I can make it do." And Jamie was like, "Nah, you can't make it up to me." He was like, "What is it? Tell me. I can do this for you." And Jimmy was like, "Nah, you can't do it." And so he, they went back and forth like that. And he was like, tell me." And Jamie was like, "I want to tell me. And Anna was like, "Ew, you didn't have to think about that." Okay. And then it was like, I'll get that for you. And then that come to find out that was something he had supposed to had a got 2 weeks ago when they was in stock. And thus the word delegate, delegate, delegate. I mean, if you're not gonna do it yourself, delegate somebody to pick it up for you. Somebody up in there in that office can get that for you, make that happen, pick that up, take, wrap it, have it wrapped, and mail it to your house or put it in your office. But okay, that didn't happen. So I was like, okay. So it's like, okay, create a problem. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, that's the problem that's created. Okay. Now be the solution. Now he gets to be the solution. Here comes Ted offering his. Everybody love Ted. Wait, no, no, his name was Tim, not Ted. Tim, and cause he had named the reindeer Tim, and when Arnold called, he was like, "Put your mother on the phone," and Jamie said, "Mom's petting Tim." Because the reindeer was named Tim after the daddy. Okay, so I like that Arnold saw his son in Sinbad's character. I was like, that's what's up. That's really what's up. Like, wow. I wonder if other people can do that and make the pivotal moves they need to make. Uh, that was real cool. That was real cool to see that he could see him as his son. And he was like, not my baby. Not my child. Like, not my child. So he was doing everything he could. And Sinbad was right along with him. And so much so, I was like, who is this that done took the this other character's place? I didn't know it was Sinbad. I was pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised to that Sinbad was like for and he was part of the show. Oh my goodness. That suit stuff that he had on, when I saw it, I was like, ooh, that kind of looked like Iron Man suit a little bit. And they were part of the show, and what's the name? Joe Kazooie kept telling the dude, he was like, wave, wave. Oh my goodness. Banjo Kazooie was kept having to tell him what to do because he wasn't at the practice. I don't know if that was Banjo Kazooie for that was, it wasn't Banjo Kazooie, but it looked like him. And without the pants. Without the pants. Oh Lord. Oh, because Banjo Kazooie wears blue pants. This character didn't have no pants on. And I ain't know why kids had bopped up on him like that after he had got knocked off the float. But I guess that's his character. But he took it on the chin. And I like that he was like wiping his tear. This before he got knocked off the floor, but he was like wiping his tear when when Arnold chose Jamie out of the crowd. Now that float had been past Jamie. Like I was like, oh okay, like he ain't gonna be able to pick Jamie, cause by the time he was told to pick somebody, that that float had been done floated away. Now they they were down the street, but movie magic. He was able to pick Jamie out of the crowd, and um, Jamie was so happy, and uh, that was so cool, and yeah, by the end of the movie, I was smiling by the end of the movie. When I first started watching it, I was shaking my head. I was like, Anna, you effing up. I was like, Anna, you effing up. Yeah, you about to lose your job, like for not your job, but your family. Like, boy, you Tim Tim sliding smooth in the first place, and like, because it didn't look like the woman was on board. I don't know what she was doing at the beginning. Like she looked like she was jealous. I was like, who is Tim? I thought Tim was her brother or something. I was like, who the hell is Tim? He was recording the karate class. Was his son? I think his son was in the karate class. I think coincidentally, um, him son was in the karate class, and I don't know. Liz looked a bit jelly. And them women, I don't know. Was that jelly or was that just what you call it? She just was mocking the other ladies that was talking to Tim. Jelly girl, like, is you shaking it? Like, you jelly. I think she was just mocking them. Order for you, but I mean, Tim did. I guess Tim was recording for her, cause I was like, who is Tim? And then like Tim was just paying her special attention, but he had already paid all the other women special attention too. Oh my goodness. Oh, so Tim was just a neighbor. I thought Tim was like a cousin or a brother. Um, but no, Tim was a new neighbor. And he up there done put up some lights. He all up on Arnold. All up on the house and inside the house and outside the house. Some lights, which there's another word, delegate. Like y'all, what? Ain't no companies that put up lights, Lord. I don't know. Um, but Arnold was too busy to do it, so Tim did it. Oh my, oh, that Tim answering phones in other people's houses, Lord, eating other folks. I understand. You can eat my cookies. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh, um, get Liz to drink that eggnog. Was it spiked? Because his son was like, Dad, you smell like barf. Now Dang, that not had to be spite for him to smell like barf, I would think. Unless, I don't know. I mean, I don't see how he could smell like barf and um unless the eggnog was real potent with Spike was real potent with our kid was spiked heavily heavily, yeah. So I'm thinking he spiked it, and when she dashed it through his face, then he got that smell of the spiked eggnog on him. Cause I don't think he would have smelled like barf if it had not have been spiked. I don't. I wouldn't think. Um. So I'm thinking the barf he smelled was the spike part of it, whatever he's with. Um. And then his son said, Dad, Jamie's father is whoever that action figure was, and he snatched up his son, and he was like, "Let's get out of here. Y'all don't stay across the street from each other. I'm not coming for you." Oh my goodness. Got up out of there. Why he was so like that? That he knew Arnold was bad. He was playing Arnold like, yeah, playing all up in the face. No, he was buff. Made remarks about his buffness, and then to see him as the superhero, he gonna hightail like a bitch. That's all, folks. He was out of there. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking, okay, so you finna go home and leave town too? You finna skedaddle? Are you finna hightail it to another town? Uh, and all again in a new town to a different neighbor? Okay, so that was all the way. Um, and now for my tradition, movies that I have noticed that I've been watching for the past few years is holiday movies starring Tatiana Ali. Yay! I usually watch a different one every year. Well, some years it's two different ones. Um, trying to think. Yeah, one year I think I was two of her movies, and thus this year I've watched my first Tiana Ali holiday movie. It's one I hadn't seen before, and I'm pleasantly surprised of all the stars that I've seen. I feel that they're like present me when I see them. So some of the presents that I saw, this movie is called Bells, and it's a Lifetime movie. Um, um, starring Keisha Knight is in the movie. I was like, okay, Keisha and Keisha in the movie. Um, I did see Keisha Holiday movie during my celebration of Christmas in July this past summer, where I learned about sprawling, darling, prowling, and I enjoyed that holiday movie. I did mention it in my live streams. Okay, I'll get sure if my mic was on. Because I a muted mic. Okay, so yes, Kate is here in this movie with Tatiana. Also, Tempest Bloodsoe. I was like, love to see it, love to see it. Yes. Oh, and I was trying to see if I got a scene with and Keisha together. I don't know if I got that scene like I wanted it. I think it was like closer to a couple of times. I was like, okay, are they not friends? Um, in the movie, but then I brushed it off like, well, uh, Tempest's character works a lot. They work a lot, but for them to, um, for Tatiana's character and the male character, for them to have been so close, I would have thought that uh, the sisters would have been close, but they didn't seem that way. I guess they didn't want it to make it too on the numbers and Keisha was in the movie together. I don't know, but I wanted that scene together, um, so I could see all of the, just that's a gift, guys. That is a gift when you see other actors, actresses that you know from other shows, and you see them all get together. That's like, that's a gift. Okay, so and not only them, but I saw Big Diddy from um Half and Half. Big Diddy is in the movie. Yeah, movie. And what's the daddy's name? Um, I don't remember the daddy's name on the movie. I mean, in the he was good because I was like, is that him? But the camera wouldn't focus on him. I was like, it almost made me think that wasn't him. The way the camera wasn't um focusing on him, but it did focus on Big Didi and it focused on Keisha Knight and Tatiana Ali. Cause I heard his voice, I was like, it's like him. Um, I think he also played in the Temptations, I think, or either the Five Heartbeats. He played like a manager. Oh, he was Mona's dad on Half and Half. Um, so I just didn't know why the camera wasn't focusing on him like he's like the star that he is. And I was like, well, maybe they got their reasons. Maybe he don't want to be in the camera like that. I don't know. And so um, cause that's what it seemed like. um, but we did get like being able to see him. I was like, it's him. I was like, oh, that's so cool. So Big D, they playing American in this movie as well. I think the man in the scene too. So I don't know which one was the husband exactly, but I think it was Big Diddy's husband from Have Husband. I think I don't know. Yeah, and we got to see him a bit towards the end of the movie, and because they all got together at Big Diddy's house at uh, Tatiana's house. Um, so that was cool. Like Keisha was like, "Girl, like you getting this holiday money, girl? Like these holiday show money?" Girl. And then she's like, "Yeah, girl, you better come get you some of the holiday movie money, girl." And I'm like, "Girl, let me tell Tempest, girl, Tempest, come on over here, let's get this holiday money, girl. Yeah, this holiday money, girl. Yeah." So love to see it. Love to see it. What I didn't love to see was the attitude on the male character. Oh, 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 man. Boy, the attitude on the male character. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Okay, so the turnaround on his attitude, I was like, oh, so you see where you're flowing from now, huh? Oh, okay, you done had a change of heart now, huh? Uh-huh. You see where your fountain flowing from, eh? I see you seeing where your fountain flowing from. I see you. You see where your fountain flowing from. I see you seeing it. Uh-huh. You don't realize where your fountain was flowing, huh? Uh-huh. Um, So yeah, he realized what his found, and I thought he was gonna be spiteful and be like, "Oh, I just did it for the show." I was like, "Oh man, I hope," because you sometimes happens in movies like that. So Tempest's character, and I saw that it was Tempest at first. I was like, "Is that Tempest?" I was like, "Is that?" First of all, I called her Vanessa. I was like, I'm kind of a little bit. I was like, "Is that Vanessa?" I think I said Tempest. Though. I think I that's Tempest. I was like, "That's Tempest," but I kind of was thinking Vanessa. But I was like, I think that's Tempest Blood Soul, but she kind of looked like Bird from from Soul Food, the series, the show series. She kind of resembled Bird a little bit, cause that her character Bird, she be in holiday movies as well. Um, uh, so I had to ask. I had to look up the cast to see because I was like, I don't know. Because I was like, I kept looking forth. I was like, I think that's Tempest. Then I thought, oh, she looked like Bird, but I wound up looking up the cast. Like, Tempest, okay, okay, I see, girl, yeah. And so she gave her brother night opener. Um, sometimes isn't a that didn't happen in us where a character would get a eye opener, but they would get an aha from like a aha moment, like a eureka moment, kind of sort of where they had to figure something out. So her giving her brother clarity was his aha moment. It seemed because she was like, "What is you mad at this girl for?" Like she saw the attitude she had with her, and and the change and all that, and how it lit up, and so I'm glad he didn't turn around and be like, "That was just for the show," like spiteful. I was like, but it's okay to do that. So I was like, okay, phew. And so they wrapped it up real good, where he like realized that he realized where his flow was flowing from. He realized he was like, you he had been working on something for years, and then it came together like when Tatiana Ali's character um, touched it. Okay, the Midas. Okay, mm, mm, mm. So Tatiana Ali had that Midas touch, and um, this movie was wrapped up in a nice bow. The- it was cute. It was cute. Tatiana Ali's character went to get Oh yeah, now hold on. Before I talk about a latte, um, Pigfoot, 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 Mary is in the movie as well. Come on, the movie started with her. Um, well, in the beginning, when we see Tatiana Ali and Keisha Knight's character, then like the next few characters, and then we see Pigfoot Mary. We see Mary. Her name is Mary. We see her. Ah, and I was like, girl. Okay, so when she was talking about the male character and how he would respond to the news, because at first I was like, just tell him, girl, just tell him, and and tell him about the contract. Tell him, okay, because she did. I think she did tell him, and she was all sad and upset about it, and then he got mad. But before she told him about it, she was scared to tell him about it, and I was like, "Girl," I was like, "Oh, girl, you scared to tell him about this?" I was like, "He ain't the one, then, girl. He ain't the one." Ooh, girl, cause I was like, ooh, I was like, if you scared to tell him this, like, I'm like, are you scared that he's gonna get mad? You scared that he gonna get angry, upset? You said he gonna be. I was like, ooh, girl, if you scared to tell him